What's going on, guys? Xbox Gut. Welcome back to another video. So today's video, like if you guys didn't see my last video, I did rearrange my entire manga collection and I got some new stuff. So let's just do a new manga tour, shall we? So this video, I'm gonna try to get the best lighting as possible. It's gonna be kind of hard because the shelves are kind of stacked on each side of each other, as you guys can see right there. So I'm just gonna start from the top. Let's go. Alright guys, showing off my setup right here. I have my modded GameCube running Metroid Prime right there. Just a little flex, honestly. So with that shelf, it's going to be double-sided. It's going to have manga on the left and manga on the other side. We'll talk about the manga on the other side lastly. But let's just talk about the non-manga stuff that I have on my shelf. I have my Warhammer 40k figures right there that I've painted, me and my girlfriend. We haven't painted all of them. But it was a very fun hobby to get into for like that week we did. All right, moving down to the stuff that isn't manga. It's just gonna be my miscellaneous game stuff, like my GameCube, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, Switch kind of stuff. I have my Gundam right here with my Akira box set. This shelf is just kind of like a throwaway shelf. If I ever need to throw more manga on it or more books and stuff like that, I could absolutely just, you know, shelf this stuff away and just throw more manga on here. And all right, guys, moving along to probably my favorite shelf in my entire collection. I'm not sure. Second favorite, I'd probably say. My Berserk collection. All the singles are so nice. Only 5 of them are the DMP spines. They don't line up. With my Gigantomaxia at the end with the guidebook. I love this thing because it just, it's such a good, just science fiction story. It's amazing. Definitely one of my favorite fiction stories ever made, for sure. Guts is absolutely a standout character. Casca, their relationship alone is one of my favorite parts about manga in general. Berserk definitely made me fall in love with manga, that's for sure. And alright guys, moving up, we're definitely going to be talking about Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. If you haven't read Dragon Ball Z yet, my sister bugs me to no end to read Dragon Ball Z. But Dragon Ball, I loved. If I have to compare it to anything, I would say if there was a Super Nintendo Japanese RPG and it was made by Akira Toriyama, you know, like Chrono Trigger, this would be a perfect fit because it just reminds me so much of a Japanese RPG game. It's so funny, such likable characters, and you know, the bad guys aren't too bad, but it's just a great story. With Dragon Ball Z, on the other hand, it is long, but I know that a lot of it is just fighting and stuff like that, but I cannot wait to get into this. I have the time I got reincarnated as Yamcha at the end there. Have yet to get into that one. I know it takes place within the Saiyan arc, which is the first 2 volumes, Dragon Ball Z. But I love Dragon Ball a lot. Alright guys, moving down here to the other shelf, it's going to be Hell's Paradise and Samurai Executioner. Hell's Paradise was going to be the series I was going to read whenever I got back from vacation, but I have been on a little manga burnout. Video on that soon. But Hell's Paradise, coming to get into it, is probably what I'm going to be getting into very, very soon. Samurai Executioner, I can't believe I found this complete out of print. Some of them are still sealed, except for Volume 7 and Volume 1 over here. Volume 1 I had to pick up because I found 7 through 10 at a comic book shop. Literally, the guy said that he had them since they were out when they originally came out, which is insane. They're still sealed. Definitely a grail in my collection for sure. Back there, we got the Demon Slayer box set. Have yet to get into it. I've seen the first season of the anime and the movie, so I've seen up to Volume 7. My sister has been reading past Season 2 and says it's really good. The Swordsmith arc, I think that's what it's called. But moving on to Claymore, I love this series so much. It's 27 volumes, but it doesn't feel like it. You know, if anyone watches Trash Taste, they talk about Claymore as one of Connor's favorite manga and his favorite 9 manga. He says that it has a banger first half and kind of the second half isn't as good. I definitely agree, but the second half is still fantastic. I mean, I don't know, Shonen Caesar talks about how the, you know, ending isn't as, you know, good. I think the ending's great. But, you know, take it for what you want. All right, guys, moving up. This is going to be my entire 7 Deadly Sins collection right here. This is going to be complete, as well as the spin-offs right here. I have yet to get into this. I haven't even watched the anime or anything like that. I'm not a big anime guy, but I hear nothing but good things about this one, and I cannot wait to get into this. It just seems like such a lighthearted story about a band of characters that go around and protect the innocent. And right here is top 5 manga I've ever read before. Inuyashiki, God, I love this manga so much. God, he is such a badass character. Not to mention that the antagonist is a banger of a character too. All the other characters as well are really, really good. This is just a sci-fi series by Hiroya Oku, same creator as Gantz. Highly recommended if anyone hasn't read Gantz or read, Gigant yet, but this is such a good manga to read. All right, guys, moving to the top. It's going to be Dorohedoro. I did get into it, did read the first 3 volumes, but I don't know, I kind of wasn't feeling it, to be honest. It's not that I don't like it or anything like that, I just wasn't, I don't think I was ready for it, to be honest. Moving over, we have the Zelda manga. I've had these in my collection for ever now. I still have yet to get into them. It's just, I love the games a lot, and I just think it's a great tribute to the games to have it in manga form in my collection. To the right are gifts from Ramp in my Discord. Super, super cool gifts. Have yet to get into them as well. But I think it's really generous. Thank you, Ramp, as well. Moving to the right, we have Dororo. I did like it, but I ended up dropping it because it's just, I don't know, it's just not my thing. The art is just, I don't know if it's not really my thing, to be honest. And to the right, we have the Dragon Ball Z's and the Vig's Big Edition. I had to keep volume 1 because that is my very first manga I've ever had. I did buy this at Barnes & Noble. It was a recommendation from my sister, of course, but I have to thank her because without this, I would have no collection. And all right, guys, moving up here, we have my box sets. God, these look gorgeous, just standing up right here. My Claymore one just sitting up high right there. My GameCube's right there. This one broken. This one works fine. This is my childhood GameCube. But talking about the box sets, geez, these all look fantastic, just even on camera. But moving down, we have my all-time favorite series. If you guys haven't seen my last video, go check it out. It's top 5 all-time manga. This was number 1. Gantz is just such a fantastic series. I cannot wait to get, the 10th one, the 11th one, the 12th one, the 13th one to complete the series, because I've read the series digitally, but I haven't, collected all of it physically. I cannot wait to read it physically and just own the whole entirety of the Catastrophe arc. And all right, guys, moving down, we have one of the best series, top 5 for sure. One Piece. What can I say that hasn't been said already? I have the 3 gold foils right there. I cannot wait to continue this. I've read everything that's on this shelf right here. Scratch that. I haven't read these 3, or these last 2 actually. But moving down, we have a series that I'm actually afraid to get into. My girlfriend has read it. She's on volume 2. She's still chugging along in it. Hasn't read it in a while though. Goodnight Punpun. Very afraid to get into it. All right, guys, we have these JoJo singles that I did sell volume 11 because it did get a little pricey, but I was trying to sell the rest of them, but I still have them, and I just think I'm going to keep them anyway because, they're a gem in my collection for sure. Comes with that is Siren volume 1. I can't believe I found this and this in the same lot, except for volume 1 of Basilisk, but 2 through 5 of Basilisk and volume 1 of Siren I found all in the same lot on vacation. Super cool find. But kind of in the same thing with Basilisk, we have Vagabond, which is their kind of like a samurai ninja series. I hear nothing but good things about Vagabond. I haven't read it. My sister's read all of the first omnibus. We don't have the second one to read, but she loved it. And all right, moving down here, guys, we have Die Dark. I haven't picked up volume 4 or 5. I think volume 5 is out. But I loved what I read. To the right of that, we have probably the rarest set in my entire collection, my GTO set. Beautiful. Can't wait to get into this whenever I piece it more together. Thankfully, what I have are some of the rare volumes. What's going to be hard to get is the 20 through 25 to complete it. But moving to the right, we have Parasite 1 through 4. That's about halfway complete. God, I can't wait to get into it because I hear nothing but good things from Manga Hero, Prom G, just everyone loves this thing. And at the right of that, we have the very elusive and confusing Chainsaw Man. I loved it. I loved it all the way up until volume, I would say 8, because 8 is where it really went haywire and I really started losing just what the hell happened. Like, I didn't understand anything that happened after volume 8. I might be stupid, but let's talk about it in the comment section. To the right of that, we have Crazy Food Truck. Haven't read it, but I'm waiting for the rest of it to come out because I know it's really short for me to get into it. And on the bottom, we have some hardcovers and some paperbacks, but they're the same size. Message to Adolf 1 and 2. It's just one of the series that I'm definitely going to sit on for a while because I'm not going to sell it or anything, but I really can't wait to get into it because it's just like such a different manga. To the right of that, we have the Zelda Ocarina of Time and the Majora's Mask and Link to the Past Zelda manga. Those are really, really good, but not like, you know, groundbreaking or anything like that. Just pretty standard shonen stuff. Tokyo Revengers Volumes 1 and 2. My buddy, the Nerd Lounge, Leon, loved this manga. The first 2 volumes, actually. And really pushed me to read it. To the right of that, we have a banger of a manga. I finished it. The Drifting Classroom 1, 2, and 3. Sister is currently in the middle of Volume 2, and it is such a gripping manga, if I must say. To the right of that, we have top 5 manga of all time, Akira. It is so good. I have the Akira Club and the movie up top. Don't mind the Attack on Titan, no regrets. But yeah, this is such a good manga. I cannot wait to reread it. I always tell myself, as soon as I finished it, I told myself, if I am going to reread any manga, this is going to be the first one I'm going to reread. Alright guys, so with that, let's just flip onto the other side. Alright guys, don't mind the cables and stuff. It's just, you know, wiring from all my setup and stuff. But down here on the other side of my Akira box set and my Drifting Classroom and stuff like that, we have Attack on Titan 1 through 34 complete. I did read the first season, which is the first, like, I think 7 to 8 volumes. I loved it. Count me to continue it, but I just had other things I wanted to read. To the right of that, we have Jujutsu Kaisen and Record of Ragnarok. Loved both of them, but I just, you know, not a top priority pickup list for sure. All right, moving up from that, guys, we have One Punch Man 1 through 23. That is current as of right now. God, top 3 manga series. I love it so much. To the right of that, we have Mob Psycho 100. I love this series. The art is very charming. Some of the most charming art I've ever read in a manga. To the right of that, we have Planet Test by Makoto Yukimura, the same person who makes Vinland Saga. Will be right there here in a second. But Planet Test, I heard nothing but good things about it. Zag loves this. Everyone that read it is just very impacted by it. And, you know, definitely puts it up on my TBR list. Upwards of that, we have what I was just talking about. Vinland Saga 1 through 12, that is current. Zag is just caught up current to that, and I think he's blown away. I think he said it surpassed it as his favorite manga of all time. I'm on volume 5, which people say is arguably the best arc, the Farmland arc. I can't wait to read it because it's just a chill, laid back, which what I've heard, I think it's a chill, laid back arc. Can't wait to get into it. To the right of that is a very slept on manga, which is Gigant. I loved this manga. Oh my god. This was a roller coaster of a manga. Such a weird manga, but I loved it. It is weirder than Gantz. And alright guys, up here we just have the replacement of the volumes 1, 2, and 3 from my first box set of One Piece from the gold foils. On top we have the little booklets from the box sets. But up here is volumes 35 through 46 and 71 through 90. This is the tail end of the second box set and the fourth box set. I can't wait to get the third one because that'll complete my 1 through 4 box sets. After that, I'll probably just collect the singles. I think there's 100 out right now, so I think 10 I have to complete, piece together. But to finish off the collection, guys, we have Bleach. People say that if I love fast-paced manga, that I will love this manga, because I did love the first arc, but it definitely wasn't as fast-paced as people make it seem out to be. I think around, you know, the Soul Society arc and stuff like that is where it definitely gets, you know, more fast-paced. But after that, I know it gets crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier. I have up to the 1,000-Year Blood War. I just need to pick up the third box set. To the right of that, we have Star Blazers 2199. Don't know much about it. Picked it up on a whim, picked it up on Reddit. Seems like a really cool premise. But yeah, guys, that's it. All right, guys, what did you think? I personally love this setup. Shout out to the Omnibus Collector because he gave me this inspiration to do the double-sided manga. I cannot wait to just, you know, dive back into it. So I'm going to talk about what my next video is going to be about, because that's manga burnout. Yeah, man, I just have been extremely burnt out on manga lately. And I thought it'd be a good topic to talk about because I, you know, it's not that I don't like reading manga anymore. I love it. And I love the stories that I've read. And I cannot wait to just hop into a lot more. But right now, I just, you know, picked up my old hobby, which is gaming. And, you know, I don't want to get all into it right now, but I'm just going to save it for the video. But I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. We have hit 500 subscribers. I don't think I've said thank you to you guys yet. Thank you guys so much. I am more than grateful to all of you guys. We are just growing and growing and growing and growing. I know I haven't been as consistent. I've been doing about a video a week. I've been doing more collabs lately. I've been trying to get together some stuff with some people, and I've been doing a lot more stuff with people. But like I said, guys, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has joined the community, and I love all of you guys. So thank you guys so much, and don't forget my Discord is down in the description, and later guys.